shift that bad boy forward. Let's bring the mic in. Keyboard to the side, under the camera. Slip that up off of there. There we go, buddy. Okay. Hot damn. Okay, see where we left off. Winch cannon is done. Started on our shoulders. Let's see if we can pump up that light just a little bit. Oh, I am sweaty today. It is hotter than hell outside. Nice, that's a little better. Okay. My lights are fluctuating just a little bit. I'll have to fix that later. You know what? Perfect. Okay. Started on some of these. Sanded, done, done. Done. Not quite done, and I bet you this isn't either. Not quite. Not quite done either. Okay. Nope. These two are good. Toss this. Yeah, I saw the pictures you posted from dinner. That looks fantastic. And also food coma inducing. I think it was a little overzealous when I cut this part out here. I have some fun new purchases that had me held up just a little bit. The new face at my local hobby town was asking for some assistance when it comes to what to order, so I told him I'd show back up at a later date. But while we were chatting, I had too much time to browse, and I ended up scooping up a couple things I'd never seen in person before, and one I needed to reacquire since I offloaded mine as a gift a few years back. Oh, some fantastic tacos are always fantastic. And the problem is, the better the food, the easier it is to lose yourself in your haste. You'll pay for it later. It'll be okay. Drink plenty of water and sleep it off like a king. Nice. I'll have to browse YouTube's TOS and see if I'm allowed to drink on stream, because I've got some mango mics, and that sounds real good right now. Oh, well then just pass out to the lo-fi in the background, brother. Veg out right there. Nobody's gonna stop you. You get to experience true peace and quiet. This is a bit of a crevice here that we have to work into. Not easy to reach with my flat sanding sticks. So we're going to take the sponge and very carefully work back and forth in there. Oh, absolutely understandable, brother. Heck yeah. You and I both. It's in the hallway right now. Let me finish up this part. Sand up a couple of these real fast, while I also let my body cool off a bit more. And then I'll go grab it here in a few. It's one of those things that is only exciting because of how archaic the model design is. But my god, it looks silly as heck, and I cannot wait to put it together. I feel like I'm missing a num mark here, but it seems like the only ones that are on this piece are all pretty well gated, so I don't have to worry about it. This one is done. This one I remember getting, but I need to finish it still. This shouldn't be visible at all. That's going to slot in there like that, and then I'll have a piece over the top of it. Good. So that'll go in the done pile. God, I love sanding. Cleaning up tiny little imperfections piece by piece. Saw the new Superman movie today. I don't know if you've had a chance to take a look at it. But that movie was absolutely fantastic. Interesting, okay. I'll have to keep that in mind. Ad surveys, huh? I don't think I have ads running at all, or shouldn't. I mean, totally fair. Maybe grab myself another Yeti tumbler and toss them in those. Okay, let's clean these parts up. This one is good, it came pre-cleaned. Oh no, the music is too soothing. It might put me to sleep at my desk. Not a bad idea. And we don't need to go encouraging people to drink. Nice. There we go. Nice. Nice. Okay. Clean that up there. Get a nice smooth matched finish across the whole side. There we go. These are going to be a little more tedious to clean up. That's fair. I suspect unless you mark your stream as 18 plus only or some such, then you'll run into some issues. How late are you going to be up today, Seth? I ask because I'm going to hop on 2:14 after this and probably start AFKing my next 100 since I hit Blacksmith cap last night. But I wanted to have a chance to show off a couple of my glams, which I'm really happy about. Midnight? Sweet. You guys don't go over there yet. What am I doing? Oh, you know what I should do? Let me give a shout out to one of the other Discord servers I'm in, because I don't think I've mentioned to them that I'm streaming at all. Like this. That didn't work the way I wanted it to. Nice. I need to see about making some simple pseudo business cards that I can hand out so I can invite people to come and join the process. Some small way of advertising. Oh, that's an interesting little mark. So these that show up from time to time are frustrating. Let's go a little farther. Nope, that's it. So we can see the remains of a nub mark on the underside here. But what you may not be able to see very clearly, let's center that, is that it actually extends out from the rest of the plastic because there's a lip right here that I can kind of get my fingernail into, and we bump into it as we try to slide along. So unfortunately, to remove these, we have to get a little creative. It's not guaranteed. I have better tools for the job, but for the time being, this should do. We're just going to work back and forth very slowly. It showed up Oh, the mark? Good, good, good. There we go. Now we're gonna have to resand that down a bit. I love that. I've been considering upping my bitrate, but I need to finish stress testing my network first. Because Cox Internet is only so good. That's as good as that part's going to get for now. Without me pulling out something a little finer in my magnifying headset, so I can live with that. Hey, you're a rich boy now. I watched the Goofy movie last night with one of my Ida homies. I think I may do some crystal gathering of my own while we watch an extremely goofy movie tonight. Sounds like a pretty good time. Yeah, that same nub mark is on this side too. Let's see if we can clear that out a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, I'd only seen one. Actually, I hadn't even seen the whole original Goofy movie either. I had seen parts of the end of it. That movie is adorable and fantastic, and I loved it. Let's get in there and see if we can't flatten that out just a little bit more. It's such a small surface. I have triangle files for things just like this that I can kind of wedge into that crevice and work on, but I try not to use them as often if I can help it, because metal files are pretty dang harsh. And disposable files aren't solid enough to keep an edge when I get in there like that. Nice. Get that side too. Let's double check. There we go. Nice and smooth. I should make sure that these parts are on camera, huh? The chest complete. We've got the winch cannon complete. I have no idea where that cannon is going for the time being. We'll find out once we make it a little farther. $5,000 grit sanding sponges are so nice for cleaning up a kit. But unfortunately, you do go through more than a few, because these are not built to last. Probably go through one whole sponge a week. Granted, I buy them in packs of 12 or 15. So, overall, I'm not really spending that much. Oh no! Did you hit it with the wrong grit? Or is it just a matter of, okay, I need to sand it, what do I do? Oh god, there are so many choices. Yeah, that's the way of it. Neat. Okay, let's assemble this arm, shall we? Yep, got it already. I'm gonna set aside this guy, these two, and this boy here, and then I also want this and this. We're gonna slot that polycap in there, make sure the orientation is correct. It looks like this part is actually designed so that you can't put it in incorrectly. Okay, again, we're getting heat orientation warnings. Sometimes you just gotta blow out some of that dust. Clean it out just a little bit. Nice. So with those parts together, now we have the basis of our arm. Okay, we're getting heat orientation warnings again, but it looks like this is identical on this side. So as long as it faces like that, we're good to go. Let's sand this up just a little bit more. Looks a little rough still. Alright, let's try that again. Cool. That part is not coming out the way I want, which means I may have already killed that sponge off. We're gonna hit this whole piece across the board real fast. That'll be a little loose until we secure it in place. Let's go like this. This is gonna slide up and around. We're gonna slot it into these side pegs here. Just exert a little pressure. Boom. We're gonna take this guy. We're gonna take this guy. Get that orientation correct again. Punch that in right there. Goodness gracious. This guy really doesn't want to stay on, which is fine. Fingers crossed this is locked in here once we're done. It just doesn't seem to have a whole lot of bite to it. Yeah, it's only going one way. I may have to glue that into place later. Get that in there. Get that in there. There we go. That'll help hold it in. Nice. Get this guy from the other side. Make sure that pivots properly. It does. Nice. Take one of our shoulders and punch it in. We won't punch it in yet, actually. Hold up. Let's slot in the top of the arm first. There we go. Work that in there. And we have an arm. Now, I'm not going to put the hand on yet. I actually generally do the hands after I've done everything else once I've decided what I want it to be holding. So you can see right here, it doesn't seem to want to close flush. Generally, this is why you might need to remove seam lines after the fact using plastic cement or some sort of a green stuff or other epoxy putty. It's not super problematic. And say you don't like to remove seam lines, you can get in there with an airbrush, paint the inside of the section darker, so do a black or a dark gray, so it looks like a more natural shadow when it's less pronounced, and you can do the same thing on the other side too. A little bit of masking can help you hide a lot of things with some good color layering. You were asking what I got from the store. Let me go grab it. I'll be right back. Okay. Let me zoom out here. Nice. Let's shift these up so you can get a good look at this. So, there are different scales of models. High grade and real grade come in at 1/144th scale, as well as entry grade. Master grade, oh, I'm sorry, microphone, comes in at 1/100th scale. Perfect grade comes in at 1/60th scale. We also have these guys, which are SDs, and another media might be called like squish dimension, silly dimension, super deformed, something like that. This is a set of 4 SDs that they put out separately, all in one place, which is great because I don't have any of these ones, and I'm a huge fan of SD models. They are impossibly, remarkably cute and stupid, and so much fun. I have the high-grade, absolutely monstrosity tier model kit of this guy right here. Sits at about 2 by 3 by 2 feet. So having it in a nice chibi little format will be fantastic. I love the SDs, yes! And look at this little boy. Forget that. Look at this little boy. He got no legs. I love it. So having them all in one collection is really cool. I plan on sitting down and watching all of Stardust Memory 0083, which is the show that this is from, start to finish while I work on them. I'll probably do that next. I think this week we're gonna watch some Gundam Build Fighters or some Demon Slayer, unfortunately. Just so we can catch up before the movie comes out in September, because I've got a friend particularly interested in it. So, we've done one arm, and now we do the riveting part. We're gonna do a second arm. Never my favorite, but it's a necessity. They are Goombas, absolutely. You would say Gundam, but the internet has ruined that? I don't know that I'm familiar. Why do I have this piece cut out? I don't think I'm supposed to. Let's toss it back in the box. We'll figure that out later. At another time. Snip. Snip. We'll do 2 cuts for that one because I can't get it to sit still. Yep, same thing, 2 cuts. Just working my way through a kit, but I got to sit and stretch my back out from time to time, cause sit too long and you don't feel too fine. Spit hot fire. Make 'em admire the sending that I do on my model kit, proving that I am the best at what I do. I'm moving it back and forth, a little bit of a file. Hey, what's up, Jameer? Hey, thanks for dropping Ton off. I had a rough time of it getting home, as you guys already know. Seth, I think I've probably mentioned Jameer to you. He's the one I went to Japan with. It's my boy. He and I work together. I absolutely destroyed that Casey's. Accurate. And Jameer, you probably know Seth by the name Evan. He's a guy I've been playing Final Fantasy with and games with in general for the last, jeez, 17 or 18 years. That's wild. We've got everything we want off of this one. Let's slide into the side. I think I need a second runner for this. Oh, it's off of the K runner. That's right. 20 years. Yeah, no, 20 years tracks. You're right. I was doing some poor math. Yeah. Seth and I have been playing games together longer than one of your sisters has been alive. And he's the reason I have no money. I'll call you out for it every stream if I can help it. There's gotta be a good way of directly feeding OBS into my stream so that people can see it on the side. It'll make it easier for referencing in VODs. You know, oh, what's he talking about? What are they saying, right? There's gotta be a good way to do it. You don't make my purchasing decisions for me, correct. However, you unleashed an ICBM that is my obsession. And, here we are. Also fair, yes. So, by association, Jameer, Seth is the reason you have no money. It's his fault. I can't believe him. This will only be for the hands when I'm ready to use those. We're gonna set that aside. And then I need polycaps. A betrayal of the highest order. Sorry, boys. I mean, yeah. Yeah, we checked out a couple and they didn't have anything like particularly cool. And seeing that Red Frame Astray, that giant katana wielding model kit across the store in the back, set into motion events that could never be stopped. My own new type awakening. I'm sure you side-eyed me like crazy. I couldn't tell you when it happened or for what reason. I was in a whole different universe as soon as I made eye contact with that model. That was a fatalistic sort of love at first sight. I was doomed from the get-go. Cool, sleek edges, red and white, good color scheme, and a giant sword. Say less. You know what's terrifying? That model that was $130 then is like $180 now. It sucks. I mean, yeah, I've got a couple that are a little pricey. Some in the $300 range, and one arriving soon that's going to run me $650. Ooh. And because I forgot to do my research, because I was so caught up with other stuff yesterday, Seth, we'll sit down after this stream and I'm going to show you the thing coming out if you've got 5 minutes to spare, which I know you do. What I'm really saying is I'm going to hold you hostage and make you watch this video. I'm going to show you one of the coolest pieces of model engineering coming out soon that I cannot wait for. Oh my god, when does it come out? I'm realizing I don't remember the release date. Jameer, do you remember? Also, I feel like you shouldn't have your whole entire name as your display name. You don't have to worry about it. I'll take a look at it later. Yeah, you missed the Suzabi. I wanted the new Gundam metal structure. We got robbed. We got fully robbed. Yo, I need to go to the gym and start working out these arms so they look awesome when I'm doing this. Oh yeah, that's an alias. That's right. How could I have forgotten? I need some water. Oh. Ooh, that's good. I don't have to stand that. Back and forth. All right. Is this actually sloped? It is slightly. This side's flat enough. January 2026. Damn, I have half a year to clean up my backlog. Okay. It's time to go crazy. Because I want to really rearrange that whole model room as a full-on workstation. There's a lot of things I want to do to that model before it comes out. Or when it comes out, rather. We could have gone to the gym today. You're 100% right. But counterpoint. It's hot outside. And I'm tired. Speaking of backlogs. Yes. Tell me. This isn't cleaning up as well as I want to with the straight file. Let's go like this. Pull out a model, Jameer. Join me. Build something. Yeah, it's indoors, but you know they don't have any real AC in there. We've got some of those big-ass fans. And that's about it. Your favorite restaurant doesn't exist. First off, funny. Secondly, surely you have a favorite restaurant, and surely it's Koku Ichibanya. The phrase "my favorite restaurant" didn't exist? Well, here's a question for you. When referring to size, Dai is just big or massive, right? Which is why, like, you know, ski or daisuki, right? You get big like. Couldn't daisuki just be favorite? Well, go to your storage unit and get them out, coward. After the stream, though. Okiniri no restaurant. Okiniri. Jameer, tell us. How do you say my favorite restaurant? Jameer's my my cultural friend. He's my little Blasian work lover. This piece here. Okay, smartass. I can't stand you sometimes. Pain in the ass. Okay, so we got those. I want to get the corners here. Uh-huh. Yeah, you're funny, man. Wait, what does Ichiban mean? It has something to do with... I thought it had something to do with food. Besides just being like Koko Ichibanya. Man, imagine feeling like only otakus express favorites. That's nuts. Damn it, Jameer. Oh, Ichi. Yeah, Ichiban. Okay. That makes sense. Well, so what's the Coco and Coco Ichibanya? Ichiban Ski Restaurant. Okay, #1 liked restaurant. Wow, yeah, so favorite really isn't a thing. Hey, tell you Croissant I love her. She's my Ichiban Ski Kasan. Hell yeah. Aishiteru Brian to Kasan. Anata wa totomo subarashi. Anata wa gohan wa anata no gohan wa totomo suge oishii desu ne. Yes, no, it's exactly what I want to say. Yeah. Welcome, Seth. You do understand what I'm trying to translate. There we go. That part is good to go. I'm going to work my way into Jameer's family. Yep, he is going to call me father. Or stepdaddy soup. Oh, that time I was reincarnated as a vending machine. I have no idea, man. Hey, tell your sisters I'm going to come by and say hey later, too. I know they love me. Actually, don't say that, no. I'll romance your mother, but your sisters feel like they're off limits for some reason. Let's get this side here, too. I know so little about so many isekais. I'm familiar with Sword Art, you know, Log Horizon. Gundam has an isekai, kinda. And Konosuba. That's my banger right there. Which I actually need to watch season 3. I keep forgetting. Is it because we've been playing games longer than one has been alive? Is that the reason? Well, no. So these are different sisters. Yeah, actually, hey, I've been meaning to talk to you about that, Jameer. Maybe stop trying to slide me into conversations whenever relationships come up with anybody that you know that's a female. You're gonna get me fired. SAO best isekai my ass. SAO isn't even the best SAO. Okay, now... yes, okay. I'm glad you understand. No, I definitely wasn't. Jameer, I need you to understand that I'm single by choice. I'm a happy guy, and I get to sit here and stream and work on my models without having to worry about anything. As soon as I find somebody that will give me feedback on my paint jobs on my model kits, and who can make a mean snickerdoodle cookie, then I'll look into marriage. I do like some cookies. God, yeah. So, man, Seth, I don't know if you've watched SAO past, like, season 1. Jameer goes, yeah, we should watch Alicization, you know? SAO season 3, I think it is. I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm totally down. We start watching it. Perfect, Jameer. You can be my future housewife. We make it through. I guess I don't really know how much anime you watch. But we start watching Alicization. God, I hate that name. And we're like 2.5 episodes in. And these episodes are like an hour long right out the gate. For the first one or two. I'm like, what is going on here? Why is this the slowest, most boring thing in the world? And Jameer goes, oh yeah, it gets better soon. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, when does it get better? So he paused the show and he pulls up the episode list and he starts scrolling. And he starts scrolling. And he keeps scrolling. And he goes, right about here. And I take a look and he takes a look and we both kind of chuckle. Because episode 16 is where the show gets good. Inexcusable. I mean, I wouldn't know. We made it through probably 60, 70 minutes of the show, and I was like, I'm good, honestly. I couldn't even finish Gun Gale online. I think I made it through like half of that season, that arc. They turned Kirito into a Jedi in Gunland. Wild. Wait, there's 2 GGOs? Oh yeah, I guess they made Gun Gale Online into a standalone, didn't they? I can't imagine wanting to go back, though. Okay. That's the chick in all pink or something, right? With, like, akimbo MAC-10s or Uzis. I'll have to take a look at that, and I'll have to share some pictures on the Discord server, because there is a studio that works on, you know, Gundam stuff. And they custom made a Gundam scale, like, neon pink P90, and it looks so cool. I'll find the pictures for that and share them at some point, because even if you're not into guns or Gundam, the creativity is fantastic. We already finished that piece. You want to watch it at work this week, Jameer? I think right now the list that I'm thinking of is Demon Slayer, Gun Gale Alt, Gundam Build Fighters, Build Divers, and Gundam Build Fighters Re-Rise. Those are fun to kind of watch in sequence. And then 0083 Stardust Memories. Oh, no. Yeah, 0083 Stardust Memories. Hell yeah. We'll start working our way through that list. If I didn't finish GGO, we're not watching G-Savior, dog. We already tried. We don't have to go back. If I didn't finish GGO, can I appreciate Alternative fully, or should I at least go finish that arc? Because, like, I'm not opposed to finishing out GGO, but Alicization isn't happening. Okay, cool. They're not going to constantly be like, oh yes, the Black Swordsman, Kirito, he's our favorite. Him and his ultra rare, super mega cool secret skills, hidden abilities avatar. The one that nobody's ever had before and will ever get again. Because he's the magical computer boy. And the computer loves him the most. Hell yeah. Alright, Jameer, we will watch GGO and then we will watch Alt. And then we will watch some Gundam Build Fighters. And then we will watch Demon Slayer. And then we'll watch the other Build Fighters. And that'll keep us busy for a month. I think this sponge is about to wear out. I'm starting to lose a lot of friction. Oh. I finished all of that already. However, there's a piece missing, which means I didn't grab it off of that runner. It's off of I2. Okay. I wanted to watch ReZero and appreciate it more. Season 1 was really interesting. Season 2, I think I watched like 2 episodes and I just lost it. I heard, yeah, I've been hearing frequently that Bungo Stray Dogs just isn't it. Shangri-La, I've never watched. 100 Girlfriends, Ancient Magus Bride, Do Over Damsel, Natsume's Book of Friends, haven't seen them. What about it makes it difficult to watch, in your opinion? If you can deliver that spoiler-free. And I say that, but like, I don't think I'm ever actually going to go back and watch the show again. Just in case, you know? Just in case. The fact that the best part of a show is the arc without the main character is rough. Seven Deadly Sins as well, man. I made it into a bit of it. Could not tough it out. Some of the most boring characters in existence. Oh yeah, we're all secretly the strongest people in the world. We just don't have any personality, so enjoy. Also, if you get a chance, Seth, go see Superman. The movie's great. Nice. I kind of want to go watch it again, but I'll wait for it to come out in theaters. Or not in theaters, I'll come out to streaming. Okay, so Subaru is trying to change fate, and he's just not good enough, but he won't stop, and it's annoying. Accurate? I don't know, I think the end of Season 1 where they introduced the concept of the white whale is really, really cool. Like, hey buddy, you can do it. Just kidding. That's one of my favorite things in existence is when you find out that the MC isn't the star of their own show. Jameer and I just watched GQX, the most recent show. And I say GQX, and that is the name of the show, but it is spelled GQUUUUUUX. I think like halfway through that show, I looked at Jameer and said, wouldn't it be funny if we found out that this character wasn't the main character of her own show? And, that felt a little accurate. And then the show ended. Just kind of abruptly. I heard Zom 100 was kind of subpar. I'll have to take a look at it and give it a few episodes at some point. Left arm. Assembly time. Polycap part gets punched in there. This guy will go up here. I'm sure you have, but I have to be sure. Have you seen Gurren Lagann? What is happening here? Oh, no way. See, I'm not a huge fan of SAO or Log Horizon, honestly, so I don't know that I want to go down that route. However, okay, so as long as you've seen Gurren Lagann, we're good. And you've seen Mob Psycho? So... make sure my wheels are clear before I scoot back. Oh, flashlight! Where did my part go? What the heck? I have a blanket down here on the ground, and it's possible the blanket caught it. But no, I'm just shaking it out. Am I sitting on it? I'm not sitting on it. The void consumes models. What is happening? There's a small little crevice on my chair that I was sitting just above that it had slipped into. Good. Yeah, Mob Psycho is my favorite anime, hands down. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'll give it a shot at some point. Okay, so I've been disassembling this boy, this arm, because I'm pretty sure I have two of the wrong halves on right now because I wasn't paying attention. Let's find out. Sure as heck. Damn, that is funny. Gotcha. I will add it to my list. It won't be at the top of my list or too close because I have a lot of other things I'd like to watch. But I will definitely give it a spin at some point. There's that. And there we go. It features other games. See, now, give me a whole show of that and I'm all about it. Although, to be fair, that already exists. In the form of Re-Rise. We can check it out, Jameer. Hey, that fits better now. Look at that. Turns out putting the right parts on is a good idea. Cool. Now we can finish this side. Slot this in here. Make sure those punch together cleanly. Get that wrist guard on there. Get that on there nice and gentle. Some really small fragile parts present. Why is it not? Come on. This doesn't feel good. That's in there. Just doesn't look great. Yeah, so this is the torso here. So we've got this there. And then the winch cannon. And the missile pods. Odd taxi. Come on, get in there. There we go. Good. That one's secure. Big ol' cannon. Accurate. Gives off Deep Striker vibes. Nice. There we go. Good fitment. Yep. Sweet. Okay. That is the base of the arms done. The hands are not added yet. Let's take a peek here and see if they have us add the arms once it's all ready. Or if it needs something else first. Ah, there is a shoulder that goes on first. Okay. So we're going to skip the legs for now. We're going to move over to the shoulders. We're going to punch this on there. Because, damn, that looks cool. Interesting. Okay. I'll have to keep that in mind. So we need runners A, C1, and C2. I don't think I had any of those present for these arms. Let's make sure. Nope. Okay. A is multicolor, C1 and C2 are both gray. This is A1, but it's not A. A1. C1. C2. Let's grab C1 16, C2 16. I forgot. Another one I need to watch at some point will be Space Dandy as well. Keep forgetting to finish that one off. We also need 17. Let's see. Split them into sections so we don't mix them up. That'll be our left shoulder. That'll be our right. We need A3, A4, and A14. Ooh, those are some chunky connection points. We're gonna have to do multi-cuts. We're gonna cut exceptionally far away because I don't love this. This part is fine. Smaller there. Same problem. Snip, snip. These pieces will probably take up the rest of my time, depending on how smoothly they sand up. Okay, let's see. Poke Park Kanto. Is it a permanent thing or is it a pop-up, Jameer? So we're doing some gentle cuts on these parts right now. I'm not applying too much pressure because I don't want it to pull out at all. I'd rather the nippers be pushed away from the plastic so I can go in and do some fine small cuts here to clean them back up. Okay, so when is that opening up and when are we going back to Japan? Because I don't know if I spent enough money the last time around. I think I could use another trip out there. Wink, wink. There we go. So that'll handle those cuts. Alright, let's clean these up. So let's see. So you can see those nub marks there. I left them sitting out a little farther than I usually would. Because you can see, like I've talked about a couple times, you can see the stress marks in the center where those nippers are really exerting a bunch of pressure and it's pulling on the plastic, even with God hands. On this edge, it was a little smaller, so it's not as problematic. You can see that there. And that one there at the top as well. This one seems to be the worst of all of them, so we're going to do this very slowly and very carefully, because I don't want to gouge it all out. soon as 2026. Damn. Well, it's time for you to sell the house you just bought. We're going to Japan. Bit by bit, very small amounts of pressure so I don't gouge. Nice. Normally I like to chat more while I'm working on this, but these parts are a little tricky. So, gotta focus for multiple reasons, not the least of which is I don't want to lose focus and stick a knife into my finger. It's gonna be tough to clean up at that angle. Oh, I think we all have, right? Working on models like this, there's an inevitability that you will cut yourself at some point or another. You do your best to make sure it's not too problematic and it's easily cleaned up, you know? And I'm a firm believer that a hobby knife isn't really yours until it's claimed your blood. It will happen, no matter how hard you try to prevent it. This is going to be a pain to clean up. Always light amounts of pressure. You never want to dig if you don't have to, because as soon as you start applying pressure instead of just dragging or slightly pushing the blade along, you if you angle it downwards, all that pressure is going right into the plastic, and that's that. Good. I would recommend against sacrificing kids to the hobby, you know? But at the same time, my father's creativity is what got me really, really invested to this. So I think I was the sacrifice to the hobby. I had a Lego set, plenty of Lego sets, but one in particular. It was a like Mech Warrior style line that they have since discontinued. And I was showing it to my dad, and he goes, hey, let me see that, right? And I sat next to him at his workbench as he, with an X-Acto knife and some paint, did some really, really, really cool detailing. You know, bullet holes in the plastic cockpit, you know, shield. And I remember that was my favorite thing that I owned for so very long. It was the coolest. It wasn't Bionicles, no. It was very much so like, this is Lego and it's a mech. I've had a very difficult time relocating that line. I would happily buy one of those again to do some really cool stuff too. But I have no idea what the line was called or where to start searching. I remember it was orange and black, and either it came with some things that you could use to paint, or I used some that my dad had on hand and painted like a splash camouflage pattern on it. It was like orange, black, gray, and it was a war mech. This is before LEGO went anti-war, anti-weapons for a long time. I was probably 11 or 12 when I had this kit, so it was about 22 years ago. Sometime in the early 2000s. Nice and gentle. Reverse. I made a mistake on this part, and as I was talking about before, right, I let it slip while I was distracted chatting, and I gouged out a part of the upper plastic. So I'm kind of coming in at an angle here, soft enough that it won't be visible, but enough to kind of take that divot back out without losing my flush edges. Oh yeah, no, I had the whole first section, I think the first 3 generations of Bionicles. Nice. Bionicles were my jam. I think they're a lot of what sparked my desire to make more and more when it came to mech-like things. Kit bashing my Bionicles was a lot of fun. And I was looking the other day, I don't know if you were around, Seth. I'm pretty sure you were, but I was considering buying up, you know, a collection of Bionicles if I could. That would that would cost something in the tens of thousands. Which I'm not sure I'm willing to do. I have some slight reservation about spending that amount of money for some reason. Fingernail test. No catching. I can't feel anything. Good. Let's bring this back out a bit. Checking the instructions here. These are going to be cut up like this. It's talking about building the right shoulder. It doesn't actually show them going on. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I think there are a couple of the original Bionicles that are a few thousand each, which is insane. I don't think I need to sand these like this. This will catch there. It'll go underneath. Yep. Nope. No sanding required. That'll be inside invisible. So we just gotta get the underside of this guy. Work smarter, not harder. For this will be visible nowhere except for these parts on the outside. Now, unfortunately, you can't see it clearly, but I can. And if I paint it, I sure will. It's got a bunch of mold lines right through the center of these barrels. So we're gonna go very slowly and see if we can't clean those up so that they don't pop when I paint. Work back and forth. We're going to keep that rounded edge. Now, looks like it is good on that side. Do the same thing to the flip side. Looks like part of this actually faces downward, but not in any way that anybody will ever see. However, it's possible, so I'm gonna have to sand the flat surface as well, where there's a few more mold lines. You're involved in a lot more community action than I am, Seth. Would you be willing, if you're going to be around tomorrow before stream kicks off, to kind of put the word out in any places where it wouldn't be problematic? Say, hey, you know, if anybody's interested in learning or enjoying or appreciating the process or what have you, come kick it. If you don't have any great locations for that, do not stress it by any means. Oh man, using nice new files. How do I have the patience for it? I want it to look as good as I want it to look, and that requires input from me, right? I have to sit down and I have to sand it to get it to look the way I want it to look. And I want these to look as good as they possibly can because these are my thing, my favorite thing. These are giant robots. And like I mentioned before, I mean, this is Zen for me, right? There is a sort of beauty and peace in sitting down and just working out little flaws and bringing something to a better form, a better version, a better end. I'm a fan of that, you know? Oh, but I'm not a fan of that cramp. Ah, dang. I need to take some more ibuprofen. Between the heat outside and all the salt from that ramen we had earlier, and all the salt you put on that popcorn bucket, Ton and I were joking about that. I definitely need to rehydrate. That should darn near do it, but there's one part that doesn't want to get hit. You're good, brother. Right away. I do need to go to the store and grab some bananas. You're so right. I know you asked us. I just didn't realize how much you were putting on. Yes, I like popcorn salty. I don't usually butter my or salt my popcorn so much that my heart pressure raises on physical contact. And I think it actually burned part of my tongue raw. And I appreciate that, Seth. Thanks, bud. Nice. That looks good. Let's get the flat surface on the other one as well. It was so salty, the thought of drinking Gatorade has me anxious. If that's a little context for you. Salt with a side of popcorn is accurate. Absolutely. We need to see if there are any good anime films coming out anytime soon. It's been a little bit now since Suzume dropped. We need to see what else is coming up. It's still there. Okay. Let's go like this. Bit firmer edge. We're gonna use the corner here. Should be a little better at this. Yep, just like that is cleaned up. Beautiful. So I've already hit the edges on this. Have I hit the edges on these guys? No, not yet. We're almost done with our shoulder units. And this is where we're gonna end up stopping, I think, tonight once we finish these guys up. We'll make it look nice and good. We'll sand these back down to a smooth finish across the board, and then we'll pop the arms and shoulders on. We will have our first complete section. From there, we'll have a backpack and some legs to do. Should be good. I need to watch Dawn to Dawn, but I don't think I can watch it at work from what I've heard. So maybe I'll have to sit down and do that sometime in the next couple evenings. We got those null marks worked out. We avoided any stress pulls, so it's nice and smooth. There's one section that's having a bit of a harder time coming out, so we're going to sand this kind of at an angle here. See if we can encourage it to just kind of wash away. There we go. Good circular motion. There we go. Last part here. This is a better angle like this. I don't, Jameer. You'll have to come over and help me pick my next one out if you want. Cool. Okay, so you're not coming over and helping me pick one out. The HG Neo Zeong is not getting worked on anytime soon. You know that is not feasible. That model is too big. Both to work on camera, and to keep in my house anywhere right now. This guy. Nice. Oh yeah, for sure. Let me keep my model at your house. Counterpoint, why don't you come stay in my basement and you can protect my models down there from the spiders? He'd have to bring both of his sisters, Seth, and his mom. I mean, granted, they were all crashing at my place last Friday. I had my chance, but unfortunately I had to work. And by I had my chance, I mean I had my chance to teach them how much I truly appreciated them and respected them as people, because Jameer's family is pretty cool. His dad loves me more than he loves Jameer. Uncle Kenny and I are boys. Your sisters for my Neo Zeong in a trade? I don't know. That seems like a lot of an emotional exchange. I think you get the upper end of that deal. Okay, you know. I appreciate the attempt. Maybe next time. We'll see how I'm feeling. Do your sisters know that you're trying to barter them for a $400 model? By any chance? Was that a lore dump for you, Seth? Hey guys, welcome to the stream. So I am more ingrained with my friend's family than he is. They don't have to know anything. They just start living at my place. They're like, why? Can we go home? It's like, no, this is home now. You live here. Go start my model room. I would never do that to somebody I appreciated. That's torture. Go watch your Gundam shows, you know, learn the lore, and then sort them by chronological appearance. Timeline accurate. Oh, I want to get the HD Byerland custom from Unicorn Gundam. I've been thinking about that model lately. That scene is so unbelievably cool. If you have the time, Seth, either you need to watch it or we need to watch it together. The Midwestern GunPla lore universe. Yep. We need to watch Gundam Unicorn. It's dummy cool. Alright, so you hold these parts. This needs to be sorted in this angle, like so, and like so, and then we just go, what, like this? Okay. Ah, this is clever. Okay. Nice. Right shoulder. Okay, get that in there. I know you know it, but do you know it? Heck yes. Okay. Left shoulder will come up like so. Slot that in there. I don't remember that, actually. Did I send you a video? I didn't know that I'd seen the video. Man, my memory is faulty. Okay, so you checked it out. Have you watched it? Slash some of it? Slash all of it? Where does your knowledge currently reside? It's saying that this slot's on like this. This rotates over. And this rotates back up. Where do you go, bud? It's pointing to this part here. Oh. Okay, should have done it before the shoulder. I see. Goodness gracious. This is one of the worst things I've ever encountered when it comes to fitting two parts together, as it turns out. That is just not a contact point. This is insane. There's no shot. And this is something that I was talking about yesterday on stream with how overly engineered or overly dense models have some real fitment or support issues. I'm glad I do the head last. That's actually funny as heck. I should have taken his mic. Look at me. I'm the interviewer now. Okay. Well, we've got our torso, we've got some shoulders, we've got some arms in place. I don't love the way that braces, so I'm probably gonna have to glue that into place down the road. Where are my articulation points here? You rotate at this point? You do slightly, but the arm gets in the way. Wild. Hot damn. Let's see. We'll set up for tomorrow. Let's grab some runners. De-dust my pages. Okay. I'm not going to pull all of these out right now. Yeah, we'll do that off stream because that's going to be a noisy disaster. This is going to look good though. I'm excited. It's going to be a chonky boy. How does that articulate outward? Oh, okay. It looks like it's a bit system. It's remotely handled. Okay. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna clean up. Go grab myself an actual fresh can of Red Bull that I am willing to drink. I pulled one out and set it to the side and then totally forgot about it, so it's just not zesty cool anymore. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, if you want to chat, if you want to share, if you want anything at all, except for my HG Neo Xeon Jameer, you can't have it. Pop into the Discord, say hi, and you know, hang out. And I will see you guys tomorrow, about 22 hours from now, 6 p.m. Central. Have a good night, guys. Peace.